Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now, as you know, I'm about to set off on an epic adventure where I'm going to ride the entire world on the Ashworth Overlanding Honda monkey cycle, country sucking beast. But the thing of it is, I often get asked, how does your wife cope? What does she think to all the craziness that you're doing? So what I did was, I put out across all my socials, what would you like to ask Lady Head? Now, you would have seen my lovely wife in some of the older episodes, some previous episodes, and if you haven't, you'll meet her today. So we're gonna go for a nice ride, we're gonna take the Harley. It's actually only 7 degrees out here. But anyway, we're gonna go for a nice ride, and I'm gonna put all those questions to Lady Head. So should we get on the bike? Let's hit the road.
This adventure is supported by Ashworth Automotive in Weston-super-Mare, the #1 garage keeping you and Helmet Head on the road.
Going back to my old hometown, picking up the years I leave behind. Getting in my car, I drive as memories fly by. Driving by the fields I used to run through, where you were chasing me. We were riding out under the bleachers when no one could see. Oh, sweet memories of a town I loved, but changed when you left. I keep on asking myself in my mind, were you the one that got away?
Ready?
Yeah.
Sorted?
Yeah.
You know what to do, as always. Squeeze me if you want to go faster, squeeze me other bits if you want me to go super fast. Well, we are off. Lady Head is on the back. It's a nice feeling. We don't often get out on the bike together as much as we should, that is for sure, but between work, obviously having little ones, and then of course my crazy world in YouTube, we don't get to do this that often, so it's nice today to go and go in somewhere, grab a coffee, have a bit of a chinwag, get to know Lady Head a little bit better, and of course very shortly I set off on that amazing world trip. So it's quite special for us to have that little ride together before I go and do that, and I'm sure some of the questions that everyone has put down across Facebook, Instagram, Discord and of course YouTube itself, I'm probably Twitter to be fair as well, but anyway, all the links to all the socials are down there. The Discord server, by the way, is absolutely cracking at the minute. It was a very much a suggested thing to do by the same guy that's leading the Patreon run, CB Hornet 2000 gallivanting, but I just call him CB Hornet now because it's such a long name and I always get it wrong. But he's awesome. He's going to be doing our tour in Wales. He's a Welsh lad, and it's with Patreon and channel member exclusive thing. What I think's going on in July. Anyway, all the information's there, and I can't wait for that because I get to hang out with all the awesome patrons. It feels really weird riding a bigger bike with somebody on the back when I've not done it for a while. Anyway, that's quite cool. Now in my last episode, obviously I will mention a few thank yous very shortly, but I kind of was speaking really quickly. I'd obviously gone through something recently, like I said, so I'm having some time off work at the minute. I was in my day job, so I'm going to try and slow myself down a little bit now and not try to speak at a million miles an hour. Just felt quite anxious for a few days is all I will say. So, and I was sort of wanted to get a video out, my brain just was muddled and I couldn't really get a lot of the things I wanted to get out, but I think we've kind of covered it hopefully in that video about the monkey bike, and she's pretty much ready to go for the world trip. What's proper cool. Forget how loud this bike is. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to do some awesome cool riding, me and Lady Head. We'll find somewhere extremely gorgeous and pretty for a coffee. At least that's my plan. By the way, I haven't really got a plan again. I've just gone, where should we go? And then I'm like, oh, we could go here, we could go there, but I don't know where I'm going, but we're going to find somewhere pretty. We're going to grab a coffee, and we'll get Lady Head to answer some of these questions, because she does well, bless her, to cope with my craziness. And let's be quite frank, I am a complete plonker, crazy, unplanned nutter, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Anyway, let's get a few awesome riding miles under our belt. Let's find that perfect place for coffee.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. My way, my way. Find my way, my way. Cause I found my way. My way, my way. Find my way, my way. I found my way. I found my way.
Well, taking the wife to see some beautiful roads, the beautiful lake we've just literally ridden by. It's time to go and grab a coffee, find somewhere where we can warm up a little bit. Like I said, it is 7 degrees today. I don't want to go massively far, just enjoy it. Let's find a place for a coffee, somewhere out the way. And then I've got a really good idea. A really good idea for a place we can go and ask some questions. Quiet, out the way, and down a little bit of a lane. But it'll be worth it, because it'll be somewhere quiet and pretty. We can go through all these questions and get you some answers. Well, we've stopped a very British place to stop at, and this is a garden centre where you'd think it just sells plants, but it pretty much sells everything possible and has a very overpriced cup of coffee that you can grab. So we're going to go in, grab a cup of coffee and chill out for a minute. Well, that there is the Langtons, and that was a nice coffee and a nice jacket potato that we just had. And this is right next to Market Harborough, if anyone's interested in coming. It is massively busy. You can buy everything in there that you don't need, including fish. Little fish, that is, that swim, not fish. We could probably get fish and chips, to be fair. Everything to do with anything is there. And it's right near Market Harborough, and that's the road you can take as well, just out there, what you can take all the way to Melton Mowbray and get yourself a Melton Mowbray pork pie. That, of course, is the most famous pork pie in the world. But I'll still argue and say you can buy Melton Mowbray pork pies from a petrol station, and they're amazing. That's the old Harley fired up. So yeah, the Langtons Garden Centre are right next to McDonald's if you want to be cheap down the road, because I've got Ladyhead. I thought I'd better take her somewhere posh. Nice place for a stop, for a visit, and that's a really nice road all the way from Market Harbour. It's a beautifully historic town, all the way to a place called Melton Mowbray. Really nice country twisty road all the way there, where you can get your best pork pies in the world. But this is the fun bit. This now is the fun bit, because this is the bit where I'm going to take a very little poodle. Oh, he's backfiring because it's cold from us being in there. Anyway, I'll take a nice little poodle down some more back roads, some country roads. I'm going to take Ladyhead down a field road so I can have my wicked way with her. No, well, sort of, to ask her all those questions that you've sent in, well, as many as I possibly can at least, before it gets boring and everybody switches off. It's going to be good. So I am now going to give this some beanage, and I am going to get us to that field road. Power! Yeehaw! Woo-hoo-hoo! Look at it go! What a beast! Well, this is the time I'm going to ask Ladyhead all the questions that you've asked us across social media. Now, I just want to say I probably won't be able to do every single one, and I'm doing this at the time of filming, and questions are still coming in. But we're going to go across to YouTube, Facebook, Discord, Instagram, and anywhere else that I've posted it, and we'll have a quick look and answer as many questions as we possibly can. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what she thinks. Well, Ladyhead.
Hello.
Are you ready to answer some very, very serious questions?
No. Yes, I am, yeah.
Right, okay, we'll start with, so Steve Bolter asks, how did Alan manage to punch so far above his weight?
Well, I don't think you'd agree with that, would you?
It's definitely the way around, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't, just lucky?
Just lucky? Well, I'm lucky or you're lucky?
Well, we'll say me.
Yeah, I definitely punched above my weight. Right, okay, so then the next question, right, is the Wookiee. And the Wookiee says, how did a lady like you end up with a lord like him?
Oh,
It was a drunk night, really.
Fateful night, yeah. Girl meets boy. Didn't realise you were a lord at the time. Although, were you a lord?
Well, you thought I was a barrister because I drove a Porsche. Yeah. And then on top of it, if I'm right, I nicked your tequila and then refused to pay.
Yes. So, really, it could have gone really wrong. But no, yeah. I'm just lucky.
So, the next one is from Bruce Groom. And Bruce Groom says, what were you thinking?
I'd had a lot of tequila, so yeah, it goes back to the other question.
Well, we've been together for what, 10 years?
Yeah, 10 years. Decade of fun and yeah.
A decade of fun.
Yeah.
Fun in my adventures.
Fun and laughs.
So now we're going to cross to Facebook. Let's answer a few on there. So Ralph Davey asks, how did you persuade her to go pillion? You really wanted to go,
yeah,
didn't you?
no, I don't drive and I don't ride a bike, but I really wanted to do it. It just looked like a lot of fun. So
kind of done it for a long time, haven't we, as well? Right back to, I think it was a Honda VFR.
Yeah.
You went on the back
I
first.
nearly tipped it over, didn't I?
Yeah, you got on with your legs dangling out to the side.
I just stood there for a while on the edge.
Yeah, with your leg dangling out, and the whole bike started to tilt. And I was like, just put your leg over.
Yeah, I wasn't really au fait with the whole bike thing, but I enjoy it. It's good. It's good fun.
You're still doing it?
Yeah, exactly.
You're still smiling?
Yeah.
And I'm still telling you not to touch my bits.
Oh, okay.
Well, just as we're about to ask the next question, we've got a plane going over us, but we will crack on. So Sam Tate asks, would Lady of the Manor ever consider a motorcycle licence of her own?
Probably not a full licence, but I would really like a little Vespa. I don't know if that's nostalgia from visiting my sister in Italy and them bombing around, but yeah, I would quite like a Vespa.
Because it's Italian?
Yeah, it's the best.
Is that when you chuck olives at people as you're going down the road?
Ice cream and olives and...
You chuck ice cream at people?
Pizza, yeah.
So it's really hot, it melts all over their face?
Yeah, I would quite like a Vespa.
Not Art Monkey?
No.
Anything I can do to persuade you?
I don't want gears, I just want to...
What about if they make an automatic one? Just get you away from Vespers onto monkeys because they're the best bikes in the entire world.
You're biased.
Well, the sidekick now is going to be high-fiving everyone, isn't he? His
Okay,
bike going well.
Lambretta then.
Right, let's go on to the next one. Right, next question. Shell Gower asks this. Do you miss the Lord when he's on his epic journeys, or do you enjoy the peace and quiet?
Yeah, you are. I mean, you're fun to have around, so I do miss you when you're gone. But it's nice. Yeah, it's nice to have a little break every now and again, isn't it? So, yeah.
I think it's quite good in some ways, because especially when I've been away for, like, let's say about 6 days to a week or so, it's that almost like coming home feeling.
Yeah, exactly.
And we speak to each other.
Yeah,
well.
we speak to each other all the time, and yeah, I mean, this makes you happy, so I wouldn't stand in the way of that. So. Yeah.
And the one thing you do, every time I come home, the house is completely reorganised or repainted
I've
walls.
painted, or I decorate when you're gone because you get in the way.
It's quite a good way on a go because I come back to like a nice, reorganised, shiny house.
Yeah.
Next question. TJ Lane asked this. How does she cope being married to the handsome Lord in one word? What a good question.
Patience.
Patience. Right.
Do you want me to do another one?
No, it's funny. It's the whole point. So now we're going to go over to Discord, okay? So we've got Captain Crash. That's also the awesome guy behind Chapter 1 Diner who Carl's like, he's like a brother from another mother. Right. So Carl says this. When are you bringing her down to Cornwall?
Oh, lovely. I've got an invite to Cornwall.
Well, we're hoping. It's a busy year, but we're hoping because they do bike nights there. So hopefully I'll get to take you. If all goes according to plan, we'll go to a bike night where I'll obviously be the star. Everyone will love me and you can come along, you can hold the camera. Is that all right?
Oh, okay. Sounds great. I'll get some pancakes.
Oh, the bacon pancakes from there. Oh, bacon stack, yeah. Right, next question. So, from my good friend, Hornet CB 2000 Galavant, as you keep, I'm going to call him Hornet CB because it makes my life easier. Right, how do you put up with his addiction to Brute? How do you put? Because it stinks.
It does. I'm almost immune now. He smells of it all the time, so I think I've just built up some sort of immunity.
Oh, I thought you were nicking it because the cans keep coming up empty all the time.
No, I'm definitely not nicking it, no.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure you're not rubbing yourself all over with Brute?
I'll be throwing it away. I'm not nicking it.
Well, they're all the questions I'm going to ask because I want to get back on the road and we're going to ride the Harley. But thank you so much for sending them in. Hopefully, you know the good lady head a little bit better. I just want to turn around and say as well, what's been quite humbling as always now. In the last video, like I said, I was quite quick speaking and obviously I've had something happen to me and obviously I've had a bit of an off few days and it's been really nice because I want to say a massive thank you to Bruce Groom who has given me a nice big super chat to help me on my world adventure, and also Nicholas Parkin for using the PayPal sort of donation link down below to help towards the channel as well. I massively appreciate it, massively, so thank you so much. We're going to get on the road, we're going to enjoy the rest of our day, and we're going to do some more cool miles, but it's been absolutely epic. So I just want to turn around and say a massive thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I can't wait to take on the world. It's going to be something really incredible. I'm excited. Literally days away. I need to go. I need to get on it. I need to start hammering those miles down and putting the Overlander beast through all of its trials. There's already stuff going on. I could potentially be doing a rally and all sorts during this world trip. So it's just growing and growing and growing. But anyway, I'll see you in the next crazy helmet head adventure. You take care. Bye-bye for now.
Oh, baby, I love